Greetings everyone, the boys and girls. This is James here speaking. And how's it going? Today is Sunday, which means today is the ice cream Sunday hours. Yep, that's what I would call it, the ice cream Sunday hours. Yesterday is going to be the last day of 2022, and I hear into the New Year fireworks, and I just played it with the childhood Windows 95 sampler menu theme, and that's what I have played these themes on the Discord server. And everybody involved, as everyone have a greatly to the Happy New Year, has a greatly strong, and to keep the healthier, to be connections, but in there is somewhere have to the public into local some markets, and then there have been the celebrations within 2023 and 2022, the blast and blasted from the past that is already been his offline. So, and here we are. This is the first day of the 2023. It's all this starting here right now. The modern age days, all the good old things have the days with all the remembers, likely the 2020, 2021, and then 2022. This is my opinion, is all thing is kickstarting. And I have the kickstarting of the lively is likely that they haven't been, they have with the focusing to go, you gotta have to make these independent animation film projects. So without the further detail of this as reveal of this, and I was trying for this thinking to I was thinking to do with the independently thought of the in the animation film the project. So the with further with first connected for that, and I have to gonna make this the good way, this good old way of decisions, the entry of the 2023. Pretty much is a way back this misty, the good old days, like 1990s and 1980s, something like that, has a retro style. Has all of remembers that apparently have a childhood memories that I remember. So it's the obviously the as the arbiters going to do to going to make this I wonder if given this relatable to the levelly the daily upload of that's many times an hours or something like that, has really cool stuff. So yeah, it's a great to hold their times that have made this build have a strong and healthier to keep this connections as anyone said do anybody there. So the 2023 is the modern age. The start here is all things there have is the good old start, and I'm hoping that I have to make this a good decision way that has further of the detail it is, and it has this journey for we have some to have the personal project, the personal big project with the Multi King Studios, and this recommended this has this quite a bit for a while, but it's probably that indie computer games that it nearly been like 20 plus years after, and even more like a 30 plus years after. It doesn't have to exclusively, as we better did like interest the higher up, like the 350 people, the artist and animator. And the doubt is here is people who would remember play these but indie computer games and indie games works but back in 1990s and 2000s Oh, really, the sure have to the planning stage that we have this we have to make this like this James Media Multi-King Studio universe hits in the names of the my personal project, and I managed to I posted the community that we've been talking about it indie animation films. So I really had to I've been watch something as the American classic cartoon movie, and then include does include the Japanese anime. It's a popular the manga and animated media, the franchise and all that stuff. So, without further ado, as I just got remember it, I remember watched the Avatar, and then I got watched the Avatar: The Way of Water. That movie sequel is very fantastic. So, it's a very much that, and I really appreciate this that Uncle James Cameron's, that James Cameron's, that the one and only this uncle's the films directions and the producer, the writer and everything like that. And someone have the source of the films, and I have been remember watch the Marvel cinematic universe, that I remember watch the Iron Man, the Incredible Hulks, Thor, and then oh, his Spider-Man, the Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Black Panther, Black Panthers, and even a lot of superheroes movie. That is spent a lot of superheroes movies and shows that the televisions something like that. And the 2023 is the premises as going to they're going to have a new related for newest videos that as it going to the further, so it takes like 100 videos, 200 videos related. It's got to be the hard time periods. This as I have to start to be the finish be, and I went to higher up the. I was a higher up of the first jobs, and as a young adult supervisors that to carry your children, trainers, and all kind of stuff. So pretty much, I have to say. And I have this I had the small amount of money at home, so to carry it up to be to myself. And this is gonna be the first day as the first video on 2023. This is what I would call it the first time of 2023 is here. The modern age is all started. People have the kids grow up a teenagehood, as a teenager, whatever to call it, you have to call it. And then young adulthood, yeah. Young adulthood and then adulthood grow up has a built in nicely Armstrongs, has state have the stronger that keep the healthier a lot of for the time. So with that, as I try to be I'm gonna be the best. So 2023 is way better, and 2022 is an offlines. It's permanently is the perfectly at response. So, well, this is our first day and the first video on the 2023. I have to gonna do it. So I have to gonna be to create the newest and independent animation films from the United States, Japan, and Thailand. Anybody else that overseas the countries who are artists and animator. So this is where for the beginning to start, and let's get this kick starting the James Media Multi-King Studio universe. So let's get everything else that we can just focus it to do. Let's do it. Yeah. This is gonna be the first time first video on 2023, and have you all have a happiness this new year, and keep it a stay connection, boys and girls.